Welcome to Mr. King's class at home. All right, boys and girls, we're working in our comfy pants today. So make sure you sit back, relax, and get ready to learn because we're going to be going over some stuff for your argumentative essays. Disclaimer, any animal noises are not made out of distress. My puppy and my cat are not used to having me home at this time of day, so just let's work with them as best we can. They're our new classmates for the rest of the week. All right, so again, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey everybody, and welcome to Mr. King's class. Okay, today we're going to start with our introductions. As many of you are sitting at home trying to argue with your parents about why you don't have to do your virtual work, well, you're probably not introducing the problem the right way. So we want to set ourselves up for success. We want to create an introduction that will blow people out of the water and make them read your essay. We want them to be interested, we want them to be understanding, and then we want them to be very clear about what you're talking about. In order to do this, we have to make sure we set it up the proper way. If we don't set it up right, it's not going to work. All right, so there's a couple of things. But first, we have to hook our reader's attention and pull them in. Okay, there's a couple of ways you can do this. One, you can provide some kind of shocking fact, okay, or very interesting fact that relates to your topic and relates to the side of the argument you're on. If it doesn't relate to the side of the argument you're on, or it does not relate to the topic, it doesn't really work out. For example, if you're writing about should steroids be used in collegiate, professional, or Olympic sports, and you present a fact about unicorns, it doesn't quite line up. So we have to make sure our fact is relatable and interesting. Okay? Okay? Or if you don't want to do an interesting or creative fact, or you can't really find one that would hook a reader's attention, then you can maybe create a scenario. Maybe write a short little 2-sentence story that puts the reader in a position to understand and empathize with your topic and your position. This creates interest. So we can do a scenario about your argument. Okay, this should be no more than 1 to 2 sentences. All right, we don't want to try and drown our readers in facts or stories. We just want to get enough of their attention to keep them reading to the next part. Okay, so this should be 1, maybe 2 sentences if you're super fancy. Okay, because we want them to read on about our topic. Oh, this looks interesting. Let's read more about it. We do that by providing the reader with background information. If our reader doesn't know what our topic is about, then they won't understand our argument. So we have to be very clear about what we want to tell them and make sure they have a good understanding of our topic. Okay? So we're going to do this with some bridge/background information. Okay, now this is like, we can think of this like when you search on Google and you have that first little box that gives you like some kind of definition or quick information about whatever question it is that you typed in. That's the same idea, okay, but we want to be a little bit more reputable than just the first source we found on Google. So we're going to do 2 to 3 sentences, 2 to 4 sentences of background information to set up our topic, okay? This is just general information. Okay, general information about our topic. All right, now, this is where we can make or break ourselves because we want to make sure we set up our topic in an interesting light, right? Because we're still introducing everything. So we want to pick the stuff about our topic that relates to most everybody and where it is simple enough so that we even, your younger siblings might understand what you're talking about. So we make sure it's strong information that is simple and interesting. All right, and that is our bridge/background information. All right, so first we hook the reader's attention with some kind of interesting fact or a scenario about your argument, of course, your side of the argument. That should be 1 to 2 sentences. Then we have our bridge/background information. This should be 2 to 4 sentences of general information about your topic. Okay? I don't know about you, but I wasn't alive in 1969 to witness the moon landing. A lot of people might not know what goes into that, what they did. How did they even fly a rocket when our cell phones have more RAM than they did? So that's some stuff to look up and present to other people. Okay, it provides a cool and interesting background for the reader. Now, once we have these 2 things in place, then we can introduce our claim. Okay, and this is our claim statement/thesis because we want to tell our readers what we're going to be writing about very clearly so they are not surprised. Okay, so I'm going to erase this real quick. If you didn't get it all, we're on video, so you can go back and pause. All right, claim statement/thesis. Okay, our claim statement, that's the side of the argument we are on. Okay, so we state very clearly what side we are on the argument. Now, this doesn't mean that you just flat out say, bullying is bad. Everybody knows bullying is bad. We want to know why bullying is bad. Okay, so we practiced this in class. We did a claim statement like, so say for example, do schools do enough about bullying? Okay, that's one of our topics, and I'm sure someone is doing it. Hopefully you've already written a claim statement. Now, we'll choose the positive claim just because we think schools are okay, especially after being at home for so long. Schools do enough to handle bullying because, okay, so this is our positive claim statement. We chose the yes side of the argument, all right? So that means everything we argue is going to be related to this until we get to our counterclaim, which comes later. So don't worry about that just yet. Now, we want to add the thesis part of it, okay? A fun way to remember what a thesis means or is, okay? The story is, okay? The thesis, if you look at my bracketed words here, letters, the story is, and then we put about at the end, and now we know what we're talking about. Okay? The thesis is to tell the reader what you are going to write. Okay? Again, we want to be very clear. So we state our 3 claims. Claim 1, hop on back. This is where we put our assertions. Okay? Our reasons why our argument is good. The reasons that we will present to the reader for our argument. Okay? So, assertion 1 / reason 1, assertion 2, assertion 3, and assertion 3. All right, and that's basically how you write a short, concise thesis statement that is suitable for our argument. If you have any questions, please reach out. Okay. Hopefully this video is helpful enough to get you started. The things we talked about today is our introduction. Okay. Starts with a hook. We gotta grab our reader's attention with some kind of interesting and relatable fact and or possibly a scenario. Then we come in with our bridge information, and there we want to provide general background information about our topic that makes it clear and easy for our readers to understand. If our readers don't know what we're talking about or the topic we are talking about, there's no point in making an argument any further because we're not going to have a good one. Then our third is our claim/thesis statement. Okay, this is where we choose explicitly what side of the argument you're on, either the positive "yes, I agree," or the negative "no, I do not agree." And then you present your thesis reasons why. Okay, your 3 assertions/reasons why the argument is what it is you're making. Okay, make sure you are very clear. All right.